Allah created amazing art in the bodies of all living things, including human bodies. There's amazing harmony in our bodies. For example, we have the skeleton that enables us to move. We have a circulatory system that goes to 100 trillion cells. There's blood that takes oxygen to all cells. And there are the veins. There are the liver, which carries out 500 different duties. And then there are the cells, the enzymes, the molecules. And they all work in amazing cooperation, in amazing coordination. There's a flawless system. It is Allah's infinite wisdom that created this beautiful system. But in addition to this amazing system, Allah gives lots of weaknesses to human beings too. And then there is the death. If Allah willed, He would have created us in such a way that we wouldn't have any of these weaknesses. We would be very strong. Maybe those cells wouldn't age at all. They wouldn't have suffered from any diseases. But Allah creates everything with a perfect reason. Allah creates weaknesses for a reason. Sometimes a bacteria, a virus can kill a person, and you are helpless most of the time. For example, when you catch a cold, you just have to rest for days. You cannot prevent that, you cannot stop that. You have to use medications. There are pharmacists everywhere. There are hospitals, new doctors all the time. Pharmacies on duties for emergencies, the emergency services of the hospitals, the medical schools. These are all created so that people are reminded, people remember their weaknesses, because this life is a fleeting life full of weaknesses for human beings, and these are actually very important things that will help us get closer to Allah. A slightest weakness immediately makes a person remember about Allah. You have to sleep all the time, you have to eat all the time, you have to take care of yourself to look like a good, beautiful person, to well-groomed person. If you don't sleep, you just get ill after some time. You have to eat, you have to drink. Even the slightest imbalance could get you disabled. But despite all these weaknesses, some people forget about these things and they become arrogant, they feel arrogant, they become proud. But the same thing goes for them as well. They are not in control of any of their cells or a virus or a bacteria. No matter how much they don't believe, no matter how much they are arrogant, they are also under the control of Allah. They are living because Allah allows them to live. For example, they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about their illnesses. But all of them, each of them will die one day. They will all have to answer to Allah. All of them will get ill one day. So Allah forbids. Being proud, being arrogant like this will be something that they won't be able to answer to Allah. People should always be very humble, very content with what Allah gives them, because that last regret they might suffer in the hereafter is a horrible regret, and they won't be able to come back and fix what they have done. Allah says in Yunus 54, if every cell that did wrong possessed everything on earth, if every cell that did wrong possessed everything on earth, it would offer it as a ransom. They will show remorse when they see the punishment. Everything will be decided between them justly. They will not be wronged.